Howdy, my name is Trevor LeClaire. We're here in Lamar Valley and we are on a wolf watching expedition. So I decided to up my game and I went to the camera store to rent this Tamron 150 to 600 millimeter lens. It has a little bit further reach than the 400 millimeter lens that I was using. It may not be a big difference, but still, it's a further reach. If you are up here in Yellowstone National Park, either out wildlife watching or photographing, and you want to rent some camera gear, you can rent at the Yellowstone Camera Store out of West Yellowstone, Montana. They also provide scopes that you can rent too if you want to do some wolf watching. And in addition, if you go to Gardner, Montana to Yellowstone Optics, you can rent some binos or scopes there to, maximize your Yellowstone wolf watching experience. So it's currently 4:12 p.m. and I'm out here in Lamar Valley. Right now, it's basically just a waiting game as we sit and wait for it to cool off and for the wolves to come back out. So this is where it's very important to have patience. Any moment now. When it comes to wolf watching, it is often a hit or miss. Sometimes you could get lucky with some close wolf sightings. Other times, the wolves are very far away, as we see here. And then you can have days where you don't see any wolves. Luckily for us, we were rewarded with the sight of a couple pups who are about 6 months old. When you are in the park, there are two ways you can find wolves. One, you can drive around Lamar Valley, stopping at different locations to scan the area to see if you get lucky. Or two, you could go where all the wolf watchers are and ask one of the nice folks to let you use their scope to see the wolves in the distance. Oftentimes, people believe that Lamar Valley is the only place you can see wolves. However, wolves can be found throughout the entire park. Lamar Valley is just one of the easiest spots to see them. So I'm here at Junction Butte Campground, and it's right outside of Cook City, Montana, about 5-6 miles from Yellowstone National Park, the northeast entrance of Yellowstone National Park. And this is where I'm going to stay for the next few days while I'm out looking for wolves. So I'll just spend the night here for about 3 nights. And this campground, you must sleep in a vehicle. You cannot sleep in tents. The reason is because once upon a time, there was a grizzly incident that happened here where a few people were bitten by a grizzly and one person was actually killed by the grizzly in a single night. That grizzly was eventually put down, but because of that bear incident, they no longer allow tent camping in this area. So if you are camping at this campground, you must have like a camper van, RV, or some camper of some sort. For me, I have my vehicle here, the Nissan Xterra Pro, and inside is my little bed, so I'm just sleeping in my vehicle the next few nights just outside Yellowstone National Park, which is great because then I can wake up early, hop right in the driver's seat, and boom, off into the park I go to see if I can find any wolves. Right now we're cruising up and down Lamar Valley, waiting for the sun to come up. I have an idea on where the wolves are going to be at this morning, so if I wanted to, I could actually park on the side of the road and wait for the sun to rise and watch the wolves there. However, I kind of want to test my luck and just cruise up and down the road and seeing if I'd get some good wolf action in other places where people are not expecting the wolves. So that's basically what I'm doing now. When it comes to watching wolves, the times that I have the most success in terms of seeing wolves is right at sunrise to about 10 a.m. and then about 5 or 6 p.m. to about sunset. Those are the times when I usually have the best wolf sightings, but it does vary among seasons. But if you truly want to find wolves, I do recommend either waking up very early or staying out really late. And lucky for us, the rising sun brought the whole family to town. It looks like that this pack is on the move. Let's follow them and see where they're going. This here is the Junction Butte Pack, one of the larger pack of wolves in Yellowstone National Park. Upon observation, I counted over 30 wolves within this pack. That is a really big pack. On average, a wolf pack contains 5. However, the size of the pack is based on the amount of food in a territory and other competing packs. As the sun climbs higher into the sky, so does the temperature. The wolves disappear into a shaded forest to take shelter from the heat of the day. But speaking of wolves, check out one of their smaller cousins, the coyote. It looks like that he has found a small little treat. Now he's marking his treasure, making sure that other coyotes know that this belongs to him. Searching among dry vegetation, this coyote is on the hunt. He tunes into his surroundings, listening for any small critters running among the dry grasses. Using all of his senses, he tunes into the song of nature as he tries to stalk any unsuspecting critters. And a miss. Another meal escapes for its life. The hunt continues. Bullseye! However, that was just a simple snack. A few more and then you'll have a full tummy. During a hot, dry afternoon, many animals take shelter in shaded areas or spend the afternoon napping. So, if you're exploring Yellowstone National Park, the afternoon is a great time to do some hiking and have a little fun. For us, we are going down to the Lamar River. After sitting around in a vehicle for a while, staring at the landscape, looking for animals, it's nice just to take a pit stop, enjoy the river, and bounce around on rocks, have some fun. Back to wildlife watching. Driving around, I managed to stumble upon an animal jam that led me to this sleeping fuzzball. So right now we're watching a black bear sleep. I've been here for about 40 minutes waiting for him to wake up. He lifted his head a couple times, looked around, shuffled, and then went back to sleep. So we may be here for a while. Considering that the bears are in hyperphagia this time of year, they do tend to sleep a lot more than usual as they prepare for hibernation. So we'll see how long this takes. Beautiful bear, that's for sure. Big and beautiful bear. It's been over an hour. The bear's still sleeping. It's hot. I wish I could just be one with the bear, and then I could take a nap and know exactly when the bear wakes up and wake up at the same time as the bear. Make this so much easier. However, probably not a good idea to sleep next to the road.
Yeah, if you go down.
Still waiting. Two hours later.
How long, Trevor?
2 hours. After about 3 hours, the bear got up, stretched, yawned, then walked away. That was it. Cool shot of a butt. Yeah. When you're in Yellowstone National Park, one thing to keep in mind that you need a lot of patience because you often get stuck in animal jams. Either people pulling off the side of the road to see a bunch of cool stuff or stop in the middle of the road to see a bunch of cool stuff, or situations like bison standing in the middle of the road not letting you pass. So definitely have an open mind and a lot of patience when you come to Yellowstone National Park. And if there's bison around, no matter how many times you see them, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the views. And now, the moment you have all been waiting for, wolf time. We are back in Lamar Valley watching the Junction Butte Pack. I've been having a lot of success observing this pack because this area is the rendezvous site. When the pups are old enough to leave the den, the pack will venture across their territory to their rendezvous site, where the pups will remain as the adults go out hunting for food. It is basically the equivalent of them graduating from elementary school, the wolf den, and transitioning to high school, the rendezvous site. And as they get bigger and stronger and winter rolls around, the pups will join the adult wolves, the rest of the pack, to go out hunting for food. And then once spring rolls around, the pack is back at the den site where they'll have more pups. So, if you want to maximize your wolf watching experience, then it's good to pay attention and stay up to date to the pack's territory and where they hang out during the spring and in the fall. As the rest of the pack decides to take a break and rest for the afternoon, a lone curious wolf decides to venture across the landscape to see what he could find. Honestly, I can relate to this wolf. When it comes to being with a large group, sometimes I just have the urge to go out and explore by myself and see what incredible moments I can have while adventuring and having fun out in nature. But don't worry, like this wolf, I will return home, eventually. As night falls, we are rewarded with another sighting of a lone wolf. I could watch this wolf all night, but sadly it's getting too dark for me to see this lone black wolf. So this is where we'll end our expedition until next time here on Trekking with Trevor.